Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到紫翔的游戏学院。那今天继续玩一点《侏罗纪公园》。在上一集的时候，我们的主角躲进了这个隧道里，然后迅猛龙现在把门打开，也跟着进去了，非常厉害。那今天就是要救他们吧？叫什么名字？哈金一家是不是？不管，先进去吧。进去。你打算用小刀跟迅猛龙 PK 吗？哦，好勇敢哦！嘿，你想做什么？
哎，Dios mío, oh my god！
他很希望自己死掉的样子。
Leave me alone, idiotas！
你的那个恐龙疫苗也被拿走了，这个白痴。
At least one of them pulled me out of there. Not sure I'd do the same.
你看，人家还好心救你，你还这么对他们。然后，看包包。
Where's the can? Nieta, no, no, no!
你的管子被拿走了。
Looking for this?
That's mine!
You know, this takes me back. I learned to shave with this stuff.
Give it back! Now!
I'm all out of shaving cream myself. You mind if I borrow some?
Stop shaking it!
But you're supposed to shake it before you use it. Says so right on the can. You want to tell me what's so important about shaving cream? Or do I ask InGen?
那是胚胎。要直接告诉他是胚胎吗？不是我的。
I have to carry your supplies everywhere. Now give it back.
Oh, well then I'm sure Doc Harding won't mind if I borrow some. It's kind of a guy thing. I ain't stupid, lady. You want to try again?
Embryos. They're dinosaur embryos. If you drop them, they'll be destroyed. Look, Yoder. Billy, right? Maybe we can make a deal.
This ought to be good. Shoot.
Shoot. 不太懂哎，随便写的。
Please! I don't expect you to trust me, but the right thing to do is to give it back to me and let me go.
为什么它选项都变成英文的？好像也不是英文，随便选。
Injun stole this land from my people, relocated them at gunpoint. Do you know what you get when you take a tribe out of the jungle? Poverty. Unrelenting, crushing poverty with no way to escape. You really want to support a company that would do that?
You're not the only one who's had a rough life, lady. InGen may have screwed you, but they pay my bills. And besides, from what I hear, they rented this place from the Costa Rican government. Why don't you take it up with them?
I have a daughter. I need the money to get her out of the ghetto. You know what happens to girls there. She doesn't deserve that life.
Are you for real? Okay. Keep talking.
他相信了吗
There's a lot of money in it for you if I get those embryos to my contact before they go bad.
哎呦，现在不知道选什么了。
How much does Injun pay you to risk your life? How long before they replace you after you lose a leg or break your back and can no longer jump out of helicopters for them?
Don't you worry about it. I get paid plenty to do what I do.
果然是人性的，有钱就好，其他什么都不需要。
You turn that over to Injun. You get a pat on the back, maybe a little Christmas bonus. You leave it to me, you become a rich man. Pay off your debts, quit your job. No more guys in suits telling you what to do. Just think about it. Come on, Billy. The money's good. And you'll be helping me save my daughter. Everybody gets a little something.
Okay, here's the deal. 1, I'm in charge. I keep the embryos, and as soon as it's safe to break away, we'll deliver them to your contact.
I don't know if the embryos will last in there much longer.
That's a risk we're gonna take. 2, we're cutting Oscar in.
Why?
Because he's my partner, that's why. It'll be fine. Trust me. Now sit tight and lighten up. Not every woman gets to enjoy the sunset on a tropical island with Billy Yoder.
完全不知道自己在选什么，都在乱选。
So,
好像你都在
any
乱选一
idea
样
where we are in relation to the rest of the park?
We're not far from the marine exhibit. I know for a fact that the phone there is in working order, or at least it was this morning.
Did we get there from the tunnels?
I believe so.
All right then, lead the way. Want to get us out of here as soon as possible. No more science projects, okay?
I understand.
I understand。哦，终于变中文了。这些走道。
Don't worry, Jess. We should be safe in here.
Where do all these
不安
doors
全。
lead?
The maintenance
你们后面
corridors.
很多迅猛龙
The，park's
不安全
essential。systems are in
你们
there.
还有心情散步啊？
Electrical, water, air conditioning, that sort of thing.
The tunnels on this side are for transporting animals, personnel, and food. That's why they're so big. They are separate from the maintenance side to prevent accidents.
选哪一个？这个好了。
Are you sure
我
we
觉得
should
其他
head
两
to
个
the
都没什么
visitor
关
center,
联。
Dr. Sorkin? InGen is bound to start there when they don't hear from the rescue team.
These tunnels don't run all the way to the visitor center, and I don't know about you, but I'd rather not risk any more overland travel.
Good point.
如果我终究还是要选这两个没关联的东西，你会多不当厨师？
Well, as long as we're getting to know one another, how is it that Dr. Wu became chief geneticist over you?
That's an easy one. Frogs.
You're saying
Chinois.
frogs kept you from getting promoted?
Specifically, their DNA. Before we could clone any dinosaurs, we had to decide how to fill in the gaps in the DNA sequences we found.
I remember this from the tour. You found dino blood inside mosquito fossils, right?
That's right. I wanted a complete prehistoric genome, cross-referencing all of the DNA found in the various amber samples. It would have been safer, but would have taken time the board of directors didn't want to spend.
Well, even Dr. Hammond's spare no expense philosophy has limits, I guess.
Exactly. Henry, Dr. Wu, proposed using frog DNA to fill in the gaps. It was risky. We still don't
青
know
蛙
all of
跟
the
恐龙的
effects,
混合体，
but it was a solution,
蛙龙
and
是
a
吗？
fast one at that. So Henry became chief geneticist, and I took to the field. Has anyone seen my cigarettes? I could swear I had some.
I didn't realize you smoked.
Normally I manage to duck out a few times a day, but
抽烟对
we've
身体
been
不好，
preoccupied.
Where did
里
you
面
last
宣
have
导一
them?
下。
Right here in my pocket, or so I thought.
Maybe they fell out when we jumped from the water tower?
I suppose. Oh well, I'm probably better off without.
哦哦，没看到。嘿，你怎么偷了他的烟？
So, Laura, I've been meaning to ask you, why don't you do your radio show anymore?
You had a radio show?
Well, it wasn't really radio. I'd hack into the park intercom and play choice cuts from my
Oh,
record
try that also.
collection. Lately, I haven't had the time.
Did you really have to show Artie Bridges how to do it?
Believe me, I regret it. But how was I to know how bad he was? He begged me, said it was his dream to be in
没
radio.
品味
You。know what? He should stick to managing the janitorial group. He is awful.
He certainly is. I guess there was
Oh.
a reason it was just a dream. He actually records his show ahead of time so that he can broadcast during work hours.
Did you guys hear that?
Sounded like a rat.
Dinosaurs aren't the only invasive species
不是老鼠
InGen
啊，
brought to
不
the
是啊
island.
是老鼠
There
啊。
are lots of
但
rats
现在
in
不
these
是老鼠
tunnels.
啦，老鼠已经被
Maintenance
吃
is
掉了。
always setting traps down here. Do you mind if we stop for a rest? My legs are killing me.
非常介意，
I suppose we could all use a break.
好吧？
I don't know how much longer those embryos will last. We need to meet my contact at the boat.
We're staying here until Oscar gets back.
We don't even know if he's alive.
Oscar's fine. He's coming back. And come hell or high water, we are not leaving.
哟，真的不走吗？
Then again, maybe you have a point.
Come on, we gotta run.
No time. Hide.
哦，要玩反应游戏了。你躲这里有用吗？没有。你在晒。哎，怎么停下来了？
Don't move. It can't see you unless you move.
啊哈哈哈！
Off face, stupid.
等下，刚他杀哎。哎呀，情况不妙。嘿，这不能吃啊！
Leaving now.
哈哈哈！一只臭蟑螂。哎呦，怎么又切回来这里了？哎，这样切来切去的很无聊。哦，你在看什么？
Care for a lysine supplement?
No thanks. Well, you know what? Actually, you know what? Maybe I will. All this running around, my muscles probably need whatever protein I can give them.
My thoughts exactly. I haven't gotten this much exercise since Carnival.
I guess we've got a lot of extra lysine now that the parasaurs don't need the external supply.
Yeah, about that. It's not just the parasaurs. We added the antidote to the main water supply.
That'll reach every dinosaur in the park. The lysine contingency.
要骂他吗？还是问他？问他好了。
You're insane! Denying the dinosaurs
Hey,
lysine was the only safety mechanism we had to keep them out of the global ecosystem.
These animals are now part of the global ecosystem, whether we like it or not. We can't expect them to exist outside of it.
There's not an environment on Earth, including this one, that can maintain equilibrium with these animals around. Invasive species. It doesn't even begin to describe the problem.
看来是选错了。
We've already denied them the right to breed. That's their death sentence.
Yes, but who knows how much damage they can do before then? A single brachiosaur can destroy as much jungle in one day as a whole herd of elephants. I can imagine the impact a group of them would have on a rainforest.
Do I need to remind you that there are 120 miles of ocean between Isla Nublar and the mainland? The lysine contingency was cruel and unnecessary.
他们应该不会游泳吧？应该比较担心异手龙。
Tell me this. Did you reverse the lysine contingency with the pteranodons?
No. My formula targets superorder Dinosauria exclusively. If I tried to account for the pteranodons, I might have affected other reptiles.
Oh, at least there's that.
Now that I think about it, though, targeting only pteranodons, or any one species, would be a simple change. I wouldn't even need a full lab.
Am I gonna have to ask Jess to follow you into the ladies' room?
It won't come to that. If I decide to do it, I won't sneak around, and I won't involve you. I'm sorry if the way I went about it last time upset you.
Well, thanks for the apology, I guess, but this isn't about me.
他们会游泳吗？不会吧？
Do you know for a fact that none of these animals can swim?
Oh, come on, Jerry.
It's how Asian elephants migrated to Sri Lanka from India. There's precedent.
You're being ridiculous. There's no evidence sauropods were swimmers. None.
对吧？
You
像
see
他
them in the field every day. Have you ever even seen one of our dinosaurs try to swim?
We keep them in cages, Laura. They don't get the chance. I know this. More quadrupeds can swim than can't.
All right. I'll concede that it's possible there are sauropods that can swim. But I still believe that 120 miles of open water is an effective barrier. The remote possibility that a dinosaur could make it to the mainland is far outweighed by our responsibility to treat these animals humanely. They're here because of us.
I don't want to see these animals die. I really don't. But we all agreed to the lysine contingency. It was a prerequisite to working here.
For you, maybe. But you have to remember, Jerry, I was here before there even was a lysine contingency. I don't think there's any point in discussing this further. Let's just agree to disagree, shall we?
Fine. But I'm gonna have to tell InGen when this is all over.
I understand.
Are you guys done yet?
Jess, where'd you go?
Just down the hall looking at stuff? Not that you noticed I was gone.
I'm sorry, honey, I was distracted, but don't go off again like that, okay?
Yeah, okay.
我总觉得他跑去抽烟了耶。哦，刺激的来了。
Oh good, here it comes, go!
好哦！哦，没有到我。
Gotta change it up.
No.
The gate. Chase him!
是撞门的。哎，前面有一手龙哎，不是啊，迅猛龙。啊，跳赛。
Come on. Nice tasty dinosaur.
快！你们两个决斗，不要吃我。
Stay still.
Oh.
Do these things ever stop eating?
嘿，不要咬我！
Move!
不要比赛跑了。哎，这是100。啊
Very graceful, come on! You know you're about as coordinated as a three-legged mule?
哇！
Coordinated enough
现在
to
全
pick
部
you
的人都
up.
跑进
Easy, I take
迅猛
it
龙的
back.
巢穴里了。
Damn, you're lucky. You ought to forget our deal and buy a lottery ticket.
The embryos.
Yeah, relax.
You lost it. You lost it?
It must have fallen out.
哦，天哪，怎么会？嘿，你不怕死吗，大哥？
That's right. Go.
Oh, 开不了。
Good. If I can't open it, they can't either.
所以怎么办呢？哦，那是
Last
什么？
thing I need is for those things to see me better.
不能用那个，这个呢？
Now there's the place to hide.
哇，又回来了。 什么都没有。哦，
Here they come.
快走！啊！
How's he
Idioto! Do you know what you've done?
Hey! In case you didn't notice, it wasn't exactly a leisurely stroll over here.
You dropped it. You find it.
Hold your horses. That T-Rex is still out there.
还在吗？哦，还在。不可能回去拿吧？回去拿会死掉哎。
That was $1 million payout that you let fall out of your pocket.
Sorry, I guess I was a little preoccupied with a giant, prehistoric people eater breathing down my neck.
回去拿上它。
So we know where it is. Go get it.
Yeah, I think I'll wait until our friend there leaves to find a new chew toy.
I don't know if we have time. If the embryos go bad, they're worthless.
The embryos are worthless to me if I get eaten by a damn lizard.
You're not man enough to get the embryos back. I'll do it myself.
Hang on. The deal is I hold on to the embryos until we reach your contact.
I know, and instead you drop them.
Yeah, well, crap. If you're gonna use logic.
Just go.
这边怎么每个人都在吵架？OK， 我觉得这一集的时间差不多了，那么就先拍到这边吧。那我们下一集的时候再去把那个胚胎拿回来。那我们下一集再见喽，拜拜。